Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. Data set A consists of 37 different values that have a minimum of 230, a maximum of 278, a mean of 244, and a standard deviation of 9. The values 230 and 278 are removed from the data set to create data set B. Which of the following statements is true? Okay, data set A is considered to be the original data set and it consists 37 different values. And the minimum of those 37 values is 230 and the maximum is 278. And for data set A, we have the mean 244, standard deviation 9. Okay, now in data set A, we remove the minimum value 230 and maximum value 278. A new data set is created that is called data set B. And now in the given answer choices, we have to find the statement which is true about the stuff we have discussed now. Okay, now let me consider, let me take a number line over here. And since all the 37 values in data set A are different, we'll have only one minimum value and one maximum value. That is, we'll have 230 over here and 278 over here. When I remove this minimum value and maximum value, then the data set will be restricted. So for, let's say, A is the first value which is greater than 230 and B is the first value which is smaller than 278. Okay, now the data has been restricted from A to B. So the original data was from 230 to 278. Now, so this is the data we have for data set capital B because the minimum value and maximum value are removed. So standard deviation measures the spread of a data. So when we have the original data set A, which contains the minimum value 230 and 278, so the data has been spread from 230 to 278. So the standard deviation will be larger for data set A. But now look at the spread for data set B, that is from lowercase a to lowercase b. So now the data set B has been spreaded over here in this interval. Clearly, the spread has been decreased. So the standard deviation for the new data set will be smaller. Okay, now let's talk about mean because in each of the given answer choices, we have the two stuff. One is mean, another one is standard deviation. Already we have made a conclusion for standard deviation. Now let's talk about mean. Now let me consider the original data set A. We have 37 different values and the mean of the original data set is 244. Okay, now let me say X bar is the mean of the original data set A, that is equal to 244. And the formula to get the arithmetic mean of a data set is a summation of X divided by N. Here the summation of X represents the sum of all the values in the data set and this N represents the number of values in the data set. In the original data set, we have 37 different values. So 37 is the value of N over here. Okay, now let me plug in 37 for N equals to 244. Let me multiply both sides of this equation by 37. Then this 37 will cancel out. We get summation of X on the left side. On the right side, let me multiply 244 and 37. I am getting 9028. Okay, here I got the sum of the values in the data set A, that is sum of the 37 different values in the data set A, that is equal to 9028. Okay, now let me get the sum of the values in data set B. In data set B, we have only 35 values because we remove the minimum value 230 and the maximum value 278 in the original data and create the new data set B. Okay, so let's say this summation of 5 represents the sum of values in data set B. Okay, to get the sum of values in data set B, we have to subtract this minimum value 230 and 278 from the sum of the values in the original data set 9028. Let me do it. That is 9028 negative 230 negative 278 summation of y equals to 9028. When I combine these two values, I am getting a negative 508. Summation of y equals to, when I simplify this one, I am getting 8520. Okay, here I got the sum of 35 values in the new data set B, that is 8520. Now let me get the arithmetic mean of the new data set that is given by y bar. Now we have to divide the sum of the 35 values 8520 by the number of values 35. Then y bar equals to, when I divide 8520 by 35, I am getting 243.4285. It keeps going. Okay, now let's compare the mean of the original data set A, that is 244, and the mean of the new data set B, that is 243.4285, keeps going. Clearly, the mean of the new data set B is smaller than the mean of the original data set A. And already we have discussed standard deviation. There is a standard deviation of the new data set B is smaller than the standard deviation of the original data set A. So that is both the mean and standard deviation of data set B are less than those in data set A. So we find this stuff exactly in answer choice A. The correct answer choice for this question is A.